Welcome back to Make It Mental, everybody. I got some exciting news for those of you who live in Texas and Second Right Amendment people out there. Looks like the Second Amendment, or constitutional carry, is going to pass. And it's going to go to Governor Greg Abbott's desk for final signature to put it into law here in the state of Texas. It's just get off subject, but kind of related real quick. I think it's dumb, in my opinion, that they have to put it into law that the Second Amendment is okay for you to have a gun, right? The Second Amendment specifically states you have a right to own a firearm. That's what that means. Thou shalt not be infringed. But at least the state of Texas is on the right track, and now they're going to reinforce the United States Constitution with the Texas law that it's okay to carry a gun without a concealed weapons permit. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Because in my opinion, what this does is this prevents crime just by the sight of it alone. Maybe not this one. Not that one. That's probably a bad idea to look at. That one's not going to prevent crime. The sight of this one can prevent crime before it happens. I know that specifically because I've shown my weapon twice in probably 30 plus years of owning a weapon, and it's deterred crime twice, definitely. One time, I got cut off by a car, or it was actually a truck. I beat my horn, let them know, hey, I didn't appreciate that. You know how you do, you beep your horn. Hey, you know, he cut me off. We come up to a stoplight. I didn't think twice about it after that. I saw him reaching around inside of the cab of the truck looking for something. I unzipped my coat and pulled up my sidearm and had it sitting in my right hand, sitting there low. And I rolled down the window. He come walking out of the truck swinging a hammer. He got up to my window. I showed him a pistol, aiming out the window like so. Guess what he did? He walked back to his fucking truck and went about his merry way. Right? So the sight of a weapon can prevent crime. Right? Bottom line, that can prevent crime. Like walking into a yard. Would you go walking into somebody's yard when they had a couple of German Shepherds or Pit Bulls sitting in there? No, you wouldn't, would you? I mean, unless you're maybe not from this planet somewhere. I mean, you wouldn't go walking into a... I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even try and pet the dogs. Right? So this is like a mean dog. Just waiting to get loose. So congratulations again, the state of Texas, on reinforcing the Second Amendment rights, on giving us the opportunity to be able to protect and defend ourselves. No matter how old you are, like you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you have the right to defend yourself in your house. No matter how skinny, no matter how frail, no matter how big, how small, what color your skin is, this simply reinforces the Second Amendment that you have the right to defend yourself even in public now. Except for, obviously, government buildings. Even if you have a concealed carry permit, you can't go into like the courthouse. You're still not going to go into the airport. If you're going into the airport with your sidearm, you probably shouldn't be the one owning a sidearm anyway. If you're that far out there, right? If you're not playing with a full deck, you probably shouldn't be playing with a sidearm anyway. This is probably more for you than this one, right? You can carry this one into the airport, probably, then they'll laugh at you. But, so what I heard on the whole reason why I brought this up on video is not only congratulations state of Texas for quite possibly making this happen, and I think it'll pass, but now I lost track of my mind. Oh, so I heard on a brief news clip that this somehow creates racial divide between white people and black people. Somehow it increases the racial divide. If somebody would like to explain that to me, how that is going to increase racial divide, please let me know. Put it down in the comment section somewhere down there and let me know how that's going to increase racial divide. Because isn't the Democrats' argument most of the time is that The poor community is 9 times out of 10 the black community, right? So wouldn't they be saving money by not having to go through a concealed carry class, right? Because only law-abiding citizens anyway are going to abide by the law. Bad guys doing bad things with bad intents are going to break the law, and no law is ever going to stop them from doing bad things. Right? It doesn't matter what law is on a law book. If somebody's hell-bent on breaking the law, they're going to break the law. Right? So this somehow increases racial divide. I fail to see that racial divide. Because now people with a lesser financial status are now able to buy this firearm, just like I have, and they can have it in their house. They can confidently go shopping, go to church, wherever they have to go, and feel safe. They don't have to pay extra money for a class. They don't have to wait 60 or more days for a license to arrive in the mail just so they can use their weapon if they feel threatened. Right? This levels the playing field. Right? Not everybody can be like Jim Carrey, who thinks guns are bad, but he's got himself surrounded by armed guards. Or like Nancy Pelosi, who thinks guns are bad, even though she used to own a weapon back in her day, and now she's surrounded by armed guards, right? See how that works? Rich people surround themselves by people owning guns, but they tell people like me and you that you can't own one. Congratulations, state of Texas. I hope this passes through. I used to live in the state of Arizona. If you had a valid driver's license, you were not a felon, you could carry a weapon on your side. And that's all this is reinforcing, is the Second Amendment rights here in the state of Texas. Now, feel free to comment in the comment section if you think this actually increases racial divide. Please explain it to me in such a way that's easily understandable. Please explain that.